Bird for short, and this is a live collective candle reading. This is my first time showcasing my different style of reading. I usually use, let me turn this on. I usually use my collective oracles, but today I wanted to do something really quick, really different, and look into my flame today. Do a little candle gazing and read for you guys. And see what I can pick up. I was previously reading for a while, trying to figure out basically who the hell was stalking me, what's going on, and I realized that it was I really like the style of the reading, and I think I came up with a few messages that might apply for some people in the collective. So thank you for joining me. If this reading resonates with you, or if you liked how I read it, feel free to leave me a like or comment. I really appreciate it. Hey guys, hey KJ, hey Kimberly, good to see you. Hello collective. I hope you guys don't mind this style today. I'm doing something a little bit different. Anyways, I'm excited to show you guys. I'm going to get right into it. By the way, this is a collective reading. I might bring out the oracles if I feel really called to, but I really want to test myself. I really want to challenge myself. And also, I felt like this is a really good way to limit myself in time, because every time I go into cards, I am so detailed that I take hours. Like I could just get lost. So I'm hoping that this is going to encourage me to keep it under an hour. Because I need to make myself go to sleep. I have been still dealing with a lot of mental issues and situations in my environment that are making it hard for me to relax. What's new? Anyways, while we're up late now trying to deal with that, let's look at what we've got here. By the way, the candle I'm using today is called Forest Walk. It is by a company that I don't know what they're called. They just make candles called Smoke Odor Eliminator Candle. I usually like lighting these when I like smoke weed or like roll things with weed in them, because it takes the scent away pretty nicely. Or if I go to the toilet, it's pretty good. Hey White Waves, good to see you. Hey Jess. Oh, I'm so glad. You guys make my day in the chat. I'm so glad to see you guys. Hold on, let me pull up my chat so I can see what's going on. Anyways, this is we're challenging ourselves today, okay? So I hope you guys don't mind. So I'm going to before we get started, I haven't done this in a while. Let's get a little sound cleanse. Just cleanse the energy really quick. Maybe I'll sage the candle because I already did a reading on it. We're live right now, and there's a random person behind me. Okay. We can't edit these things out, guys. This is live, so, people are gonna... We are closed right now, so I could see why someone would be pretty surprised to see someone like me in here. Probably really scared. Probably thinking that I'm like some bald ghost in this dark building, I don't blame him. Anyways, rides away fast in fear. All right. Okay. What type of messages do you have for us in the candle today? By the way, the song that's playing right now is called Europa by Santana. In parentheses, it's called Earth's Cry, Heaven's Smile. So maybe that artist or that song could be significant to somebody here. I'm just going to go right into it. Okay, how many people are involved? Honestly, there's not a lot of people involved in this story that they want to tell me right now. I'm looking at about 4 to 5 people right now that we're bringing up in the story. Confirmation, yes. No. No? Yes. Okay, so currently there are 5 people watching you right now, 5 people involved in some sort of situation stalking you. They could be a family, your family, a family. This group could have been larger previously. There could have been at least 20 people in this group. This could be like a community. Yes, 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 yes. They're saying that okay, they're saying that there's previous stop stop talking so I'm like I don't know. I think what I'm saying is really moving the flame. Okay, something about how what your truth, something you're saying or speaking up about, or just you living in your truth is really, really, really shattering the lives of like these 5 people that have been watching you. This group used to be at least 20 people, 22. I heard 24 to 26. That could be a significant number. This could be like a community center or a religious group, like a church, synagogue. I heard mosque, temple, but like a specific temple or specific sector of people, but it's now narrowed down to 5. These people could be the main headquarters of wherever this family lives, or this group of people could be. They could be headquartered in an area that is mountainous. They could be from like an area that is very like you might have to drive up the hills a little bit to get there to see them. So if there's like a temple or a special church, it's going to be up in the mountains or in a city where there's lots of mountains or hills, lots of hills. This could also be next to the ocean or next to a beach, wherever they're located. You could be located next to some large body of water here. You are very. They wanted to also say you are very intuitive. You are very, very intuitive because you're so intuitive. And you don't even have to be a psychic like me. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to like go out and have a YouTube channel or actually read for people as a job. But something about you're so intuitive. You know so much. You're so sure now in what the divine has to tell you. The ancestors have to tell you that every single action you take or word that you say, it's so on point. It's so true, and it's so like it's just so like resonates, not even resonates, but that's just the word I use because I'm a reader and I use resonate so much. We use the word resonate a lot on YouTube. But like it just so much like is true. Like it fits to the situation. You do things so intuitively that it fits so hard in the situation that people are so extremely surprised, like as if you're not human. Like you know exactly when to step away from the street. And the this reminds me of me like um like there are many times where I've pushed people out of the way of cars and they didn't even hear it coming. Like we would cross and I just go and we go because I could just like I don't know, I just like follow like I got to a point in like my spirituality where I just never ever ever doubted anything. Like I just stopped doubting my gut completely. Like your jerk reactions, like when you get to a point where you trust the divine so much, you just act on it and it just all lines up and it all just works out. um and your manifest, like everything that you manifest, everything that you're trying to achieve, it kind of just comes in smoothly because you're listening to your intuition or you're very connected. So you could be like someone like that, like when a car, when a car is coming that might like are danger, and you know when to like to protect others or swoop out of the way in time. Hey, or you know how to like you're just really intuitive. Like it's almost to the point where you're scary. Like, and this doesn't have to be like that level. It could be like you work at a regular job where I don't know, you could be like you could work at a coffee shop, and maybe like there's a certain thing where like the machinery has maybe you have to pay it. You're multitasking and you have to pay attention to when you put ingredients on things or something. I don't know. You got timing. Something about like your intuition is like you know exactly when that machine is done and that I don't know, coffee machine. I don't know, the frother thingamajiggy over there is done, and then the thingy over there is done, and then and people are like, how do you know? Like, how do you know that that drink is ready, or how do you know to put this there? How do you know when you do this and that? How do you know? Or like, if you're a mechanic, you're letting the oil drip under there, and maybe you know exactly when to come back and get the pan out before it fills up too much. While you're going over here and you have to tighten something up. You're over here and you're like taking out a part really fast, and then you're going back over here. Like, you are intuitively like in tune with what you're always doing at your job, especially, I heard, or just in general what you do. And it's almost as if like you just know. And people are kind of a little bit scared. It's kind of reminding me also of like when moms are like, like when you're little and your mom catches you doing something, you're like, how does she know? And she's in, and like moms are always like, I have eyes in the back of my head, or like, like moms have like mom powers, like the weird like psychic mom powers where they know their kid is doing something bad, or like your dad or whoever your parent was. You know what I'm saying? It's like how do they know that? You're giving people that childish wonder, kind of like, but in this similar authoritarian way, just like how I said, like a mother would have like eyes behind her head, like don't mess with her, because she will always know. In your child mind, in your child world, you will be scared. It's kind of like you've reverted these people back to that childlike fear of like, wait, but what if they know? What if she knows? What if she knows what we've been doing? How does she know how to do this at this time? How does she know how does she know that that crazy guy was about to come in right here, and she knew to lock the door of the store right on time? How did she know exactly when to call the police, or exactly when to put this away, or when to log this paperwork in and still get this all done? How does she intuitively know at her job, right? Um, and if it's not just like that surface level, it could be deep. Like, how to interact with people in your family. You know how to treat people accordingly, and not in a disrespectful way, and not in a like you go out of your way to be disrespectful, but just who to avoid, and just who to give your energy to, and just that already is already so telling of what like, or what you feel. I don't even think it's like a no, it's like an intuition of like feel, like you feel it. You just start to feel it, and then you follow it. And I feel like it's saying like you're very, very intuitive. And so it's to the point where everything you say, it's like a large tidal wave. Every word you say, it really, it could, the tidal wave could also mean like you really deeply impact, like it impacts these people's lives, like it destroys their life. Like you could destroy people's lives with your words, basically, or your actions, or just the way you're looking at people. Or this could come in your near future. Like you might actually have the social power in whatever group this is, community, or your family. Like you might somehow come up in the hierarchy of your family, and you might have like a little more respect from your family members that you didn't have before, due to some sort of fluke, some sort of inheritance, maybe a will, maybe like someone's power is going to be stripped from them, given to you unexpectedly, and you're going to be called in. Maybe your like, this is making me think of I'm getting so many downloads from this candle. It's making me think of the episode of The Office where they all visit Dwight's farm for his wedding, and they learn. And you kind of like, I'm sorry if you've never watched The Office, but he's like kind of like this strange guy, and he's like, his family is like a German like a German immigrant farm family, I think, and they're very, very strange. And it's like they learn a lot about him, like at this wedding. I don't know why I'm like thinking of that. It's like, it's like, right? That episode is so good. Why am I thinking of that? Oh my god, why did I get lost in that? I just brought it up, and then I completely lost it for a second. Like, what? Maybe oh, right, no, right. Oh, it's because, okay, so sorry. Okay, so this is important because the wedding, it requires, so he like lives in this kind of like odd family. They all work on a farm. They're on a family farm, and I remember this. Okay, I was remembering this. I'm sorry it took a while because they had to. There was a problem. There was a dispute with the farm when he got married because I think like his aunt passed away and there was no like there was nobody there to take care of the farm. They would have to completely sell their heritage, that entire farm, if no one was there to take over. And the family is super disconnected, super like not they're not like they're very like stoic people, you know. So like it like the most of the kids, like the older, I mean the people that are old enough to take over the farm, they moved away, like they're not connected to the family anymore, but they came back. Like the family, the distant family members had to call back like his siblings from the city back to the farm to take care of the family business, and therefore kind of like caretake their name. And so I don't know, that's what it made me think of. It made me think of like maybe you might have to be in a situation, or somebody here might be in an unexpected situation because of this, where you might have to take over a family business like out of nowhere, or like you might like if you, especially if some of you guys haven't been connected with your family in a while, and you know that this might resonate for you, especially like you know they have a company, a business, or some sort of community, or even a church that they run, like your family actually is like the main like people who run the church, like organize it. Like there might be a weird situation where you, the strange one out, might be called in from wherever you are back home to like take over in a way, and people are going to have to respect you. I don't know who that is for. It's very very specific. Like you, or you might be called to like your home country. Maybe for some of you, you guys are like from another home country, or like your family's from another country and they have land there, or they have some sort of farm, like a literal farm, a ranch, a church, a temple. Or I don't think it's a temple or a church, honestly. It has to be something a little bit more money, you know. So it's like an establishment or a legitimate company, or a factory, even maybe a factory that's big over there. And maybe like this could be a situation where you haven't talked to your family in a while, or your family hasn't talked to you, or they don't really like include you before in a lot of things, like maybe because of your age, or just because of like just the way maybe you were respected in the past. Like maybe people didn't really respect you or really take you seriously back then in the family, or didn't really see you as somebody who could really be a good beneficiary, or somebody who could caretake the land or be responsible enough to. And I feel like there might be a strange situation where randomly out of nowhere you could be, I'm seeing like a woman live by herself in the forest, and somebody just call her, and it's like her estranged aunt, and her aunt is like, yeah, like, you know, so and so died and nobody else is here to take care of the farm, can you come in and take care of it? And you might, if you're inclined to, if you want to, especially if some of you guys are unhoused or have issues with like housing right now, or you're like in between, or car camping, or just like looking for a new place. For some of you, if this really resonates for you, somebody's like aunt or uncle might pass away, or somebody's relative might pass, and they might call you from like another place that you don't live at to come in and kind of like just to outsource you, basically to take over. And this will provide you with a home. This might provide you with a home like built into the business, or like, you know, like, you know how like farms have like a house, like a farmhouse, and then the barn. So you might like live in the farmhouse of this place that your family owns, or like uh inherited. It could be like an inheritance legitimately. This could be like, I heard like an actual building, like a whole property where you could rent it out. You might even be able to rent out this building to other people and then live in it too. And this is like a a really surprising, unexpected like blessing for somebody out there who's especially like not connected with their family at all, and not like in a house right now. You know what I mean? Like looking for a home. You could have not talked to these people for a really long time, and these people did that on purpose because there's something that they believed about you that wasn't true. They shunned you. These people could have even shunned you behind your back without you knowing, and you just weren't invited anymore, or you weren't like included in a lot of things to do with family events or community or whatever this is. I'm just going to talk about the family thing first. And so I don't know why I'm seeing this, but something about how like maybe someone might even get married also because that download was about someone getting married to like the love of their life. Like Dwight found the perfect match for him, and they were kind of a little bit on and off. They actually used to hate each other, so maybe that's something significant for you. Like they like acted not hate each other, they acted like they hated each other, but like behind closed doors they were like sleeping with each other. So like something weird about that. Like this could be like a couple that like this could be a couple that like acts like they hate each other, acts like they love each other, but then like hate each other behind closed doors, the other way around, or like maybe this is you. Maybe you're gonna get married to someone that you do that with. Like you might play fight with your spouse, like if you are married or you're about to get married. Congratulations. If you're like planning that in a few months, something about that. Um, I don't know why I had to say that. There could also be a height difference because of like the characters in that show. Also a class difference and also religious low-key religious difference because I don't know why I keep saying things. Maybe this has to do with those things. This has to do with like this could be from maybe this is like from your family. Maybe your family is like disconnected because there's like a classism situation and a religion situation. Like maybe there's a hidden part of your family that actually believes in the same branch of religion that you do, but your family doesn't talk about them. You could be indigenous. Someone here could be indigenous or native, and maybe some of you guys, not everybody, could be struggling with finding community like in like maybe wherever you are as an indigenous person or just a person of color in general, but something about how like I don't know why that was significant. Oh, because of I don't, this there's so much coming in that I'm just like I'm like starting a thought and then I'm stopping and then I'm starting a new one and then this one isn't finishing. It's like this is so scattered. I feel like that's what the energy is though right now. It's like I feel like you've gone from point A to point B. You stop at point B and a half, and then you stop at C, and then you stopped at C and a half, and then you stopped at D. I feel like it was kind of like your your progress for a while was like really like choppy. Something about like choppy glow up, choppy progress. Wasn't like smooth. It was like just it was just kind of like bam, like you like if this is like let's say like a glow up, like maybe a fitness glow up, it was kind of like people might not like see you for a while and it seems like you look like a completely different person every time you come out. And that's just like for like one person out there or something. Like it's very like it's like you plateauing. It's like your something about your progress was like plateauing constantly. It was like, yeah, I think I'm getting somewhere, and then it like flatlines, and then it's like, and then you figured out a way to get out of it. Maybe do like maybe some of you guys practice protection magic or prayer, or you guys have special mantras, candle magic that you do to like, or uncrossing spells that you do, and then and then I feel like your progress they're saying like it just like rises up like it shoots up again because you were supposed to go like you were being held back and then it would stop and then you keep going again. It could have to do with like your job too. This was because of the people around you. You weren't aware before about the people around you. This could be those 5 people. Again, it used to be 20 people. It used to be a lot more people involved, but they've narrowed down to 5 due to failed relationships or something. And also due to like these people, like not everybody in the group was like a narcissist. They were just misguided. But the 5 assholes, the 5 main uh evil people that I don't know are okay with targeting somebody, maybe like in your family or I don't know wherever, they're still there and the other people have fallen away because they don't want to be looking like them. They don't want to be part of this because those people don't actually agree. Yes. Okay, that was for the people that are dealing with a family situation. Now, if this is a community or workplace or like school, even 1, 2, Okay, if you were dealing with a similar stalking situation in a school or workplace, they've been narrowed down to 2 people. The stalkers have been narrowed down to 2 people now, or 3, 2 to 3, but it's more like 2 now. If you're dealing with like somebody not in your family, if you're dealing with like a workplace, school, or like random place stalker, like you keep getting stalkers at a different place, that's not like like your family, like they're not your family members, then it's narrowed down to 2. They said these people could be from a place that snows a lot, but not everybody. Like they could have grown up somewhere where it snowed, or like I don't know, their family could be from a country where it snows, or like they could be part that, or like somebody in this group of people could be from like Poland, Russia, I don't know where it snows, the UK, I don't know, anywhere in Europe basically. Nevada, it snows in Nevada. New York, could be from New York. Canada. I'm from California, and I'm from a place where it never ever snows. Like it snows here, but like all the way up in the mountain. So I'm just like thinking of like a lot of random places that I could like kind of come up with. Oregon, Washington, maybe like maybe they're like from a state that it snows at, but not everybody. Like I'm hearing Seattle, even though Seattle's more like stereotypically rain, but they also snow a lot. Polar bears could be significant. Coca-Cola could be significant. Somebody could drink Coca-Cola a lot. Or somebody could have a dog that's white. Somebody could have a samoyed. If you know what a samoyed is, those are like those really cute, fluffy white cloud dogs. Because I was thinking of like polar bear. Or a white Shiba Inu. Oh, those are my favorite dogs. They're so cute. I love dogs. I love cats. I like all animals. Somebody here could play drums. Someone here could be a drummer, or like a musician of some sort. Like they like they hit something with the, yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so if this is a situation where this isn't your family, okay, this is a situation where it's not your family. Um, this is like 2 people. One person is stalking you, and the other person's following them reluctantly. Like the other person's just next to them and using them or something. This person doesn't want to stalk you with them. If you're worried about like a whole group of people following you, maybe previously this could have been a large group of people, they all ditched this person. It's just one ringleader and then one other like sidekick or something, maybe like their friend or like their sibling. There's somebody that still like believes their lies, or maybe this person, I think this person doesn't believe their lies anymore. I think they're reluctant now. They're reluctant to follow them. I think they wanted me to tell you that because maybe somebody here is worried, like somebody here has been dealing with lots of PTSD in regards to like a group of people stalking you in a community or a school or a workplace. It's now 2 people. You don't have to worry anymore. The other people are ashamed. They're also ashamed. They don't want you to know they're part of this. If you don't even know some of these people are part of it, they don't want you to know it because they're ashamed and embarrassed. This person is only standing their ground and stalking you because they're embarrassed. They still want to seem like they're doing it for a purpose, but everyone knows that it's purposeless. This person's in love with you. And this person could be your enemy. And this person could even be same sex. They could be same sex. Like, if you're like, oh, I fucking hate that bitch Sandra at my job and I'm a woman, that woman, Sandra, is in love with you. That's why she's obsessed with like following you around your job, or like the office, like knocking shit over on your table on purpose or doing something weird. Like, she's actually in love with you. Sorry if that's gross, because nobody wants their hater to be in love with them. That's weird. Hey guys. Oh, I love you too, Danielle. Thank you. It's good to see you in the chat. Yeah, this person, I'm getting like a same gender vibe, same sex vibe, but it doesn't have to be. They could just be like, I don't know, similar energy, just really similar. Like If you're masculine, this person could act masculine. If you're feminine, this person could act feminine. This person's like in love with you in that way, I guess. And then, but then they're like, but then they're ashamed. So they're ashamed they're in love with you because yeah, like look at that. What's wrong with you, dude? Like what is wrong with you, bitch? You're stalking me at the fucking office all day and making my life a hell, and like I don't know, like trying to get me fired from my job or whatever the hell this bitch has been doing to you for years. Whoever this stalker Sandra is, I'm gonna just call her Stalker Sandra. Whoever Stalker Sandra is here, and you grow like, and you're like, you have trauma. You don't even want to show up to your job anymore. You don't even want to show up on time because of this person, possibly, or if this is like a friend, you don't even want to go to hang out with your other friends anymore because they are there. And again, if this is family, this is a family member where if they were at the dinner, you're not at the dinner. People can see this. But also, it's like, it's looking like, okay, this person doesn't want to be attached to this person. This person doesn't want to talk to them. They don't want to interact. It's to the point where this person's being harassed by this person. And they don't even want to be angry. They don't even want to fight. Like you're coming across as you don't even want to fight. You don't even want to talk. And you know how that, I think I shared a post earlier in the community where it's like, we're not even enemies because I don't even give a fuck about you or something. Like literally, like there's zero relevance because you don't want relevance because you're just tired. And this person's just like hanging on to your balls or your titties by like an iron grip, just kind of like, dude, pay it. But it's like an angry, it's weird. I'm getting like an angry grip, kind of like, I hate you. I'm gripping on you so hard right now. Don't go. But it's like, why are you saying don't go? It's like, oh, I hate you so much. You're so ugly and your style sucks, but your work is so good and you shouldn't leave. But it's like, it sounds like that. It's kind of funny. It's like this person's like cussing you out, but like underneath their voice, it's like, but I don't want you to leave, or I don't want you to quit, or you're a good worker. It's like they have to admit that you're a good worker. They have to admit that you're like beautiful. It's like, oh, if you weren't so fucking sexy, like blah, blah, blah. People wouldn't think you were so fake if you weren't da-da-da, if you didn't care so much about how you looked and you didn't make yourself look so hot. Stupid sexy jungle collective. Ugh, stupid hottie. My God. Fuck you. My gosh. Like they're getting confused. They're getting confused. They're getting confused. You know how people on the East Coast, I only get, like, I'm not from the East Coast, but you know how people on the East Coast say, that you got a hard on for me. You got a hard on for me, right? Whenever they get mad. You know how like on Mob Wives, right? Drita always says that. She always says, you got a hard on for me, right? And that's what this is giving me. It's like you're Drita from Mob Wives, and this is like some crazy bitch, and you're like, you got a hard on for me, right? Because you're so obsessed, you're talking all this shit, and you're trying to fight with me, right? I'm getting all ratchet with them. And that's what it's like. You literally, you have a hard on for me. That's why you're doing this. Like that's literally what this is. That's what it's looking like now to everybody. Now it's because it's like, why are you still hanging on to this person? Everybody else gave up. People are realizing there's no point to watch you now. Because they're finding out the lies, the wagon that they carried all these people against you on, it was built on lies. It was built all on lies. They said that Jungle Collective is a slut-ass hoe, and she wants your man. So we should all watch her and stalk her and make sure she's not with your man. Or Jungle Collective is, I don't know, doing this and that. I don't know what they lied about to get them. I don't know. This person should be stopped. I don't know. They're a harm to society. We need to watch them. They're a harm to the company. Or they lied about you at the company. Oh, they're stealing from the company. They're stealing from the boss. We need to watch them. People are looking. They watched. They waited. They could have done this for years. They could have done this for however long. For a while now. They watched. They waited. They watched. They waited. They didn't find anything about you. These people actually started to like you. They couldn't find anything to dislike about you. And this person with their little clenched fist over here on your balls or your titties or whatever, all with their weirdness, is like, but they're like this, and but we need to keep stopping them. And it's like, why? We got kids to feed at home. Like, I got to go to work tomorrow. Like, see you tomorrow, Sandra. I gotta go pick up the kids. I don't have time for this, Sandra. Like that's what I'm hearing. I mean, like I don't have time for this right now, man. I gotta go. I gotta go do something. Like people don't have time for this person anymore because it's like it's pointless to watch you. Yes, yes, it's confirmation. It's been saying yes this entire time. So exactly, like you don't give a crap. It's like it turned. I don't know. It's an obsession. It's an infatuation. It's like a fatal attraction. It's like a combination of like confusing feelings for someone who probably might not be equipped for these feelings. Like they've never. I think they're just used to simply hating people or simply loving people. I don't think they've ever met somebody where they thought they hated them and then they realized they were in love with them. I don't think they've ever met someone like this who made them like really complex, feel complex. This is a very simple-minded person, very easy to amuse. They're very easy to please. Like, and I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're not. They're just not like not a super like what do you call it? Like, not super deep. They're not a super deep person. They're very like material, 3D. Like they just look at what's on the here and the now. And you're a very deep person. Like you see all the layers of like how someone feels, how that made them feel, why they did this, why they did that, and then therefore da 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 da. Like you go into all the cogs and the little gears. This person is just like A plus B equals C. They don't ever think that there's something underneath A. They don't ever think there's something underneath B. They don't ever think that sometimes someone could be wearing a mask and it's actually C. Like they don't this person I don't think has ever come across a situation where like they looked at a book by its cover and it ended up being something completely different. Like this person's so used to being a know-it-all. And I think you're the first time where they met someone where they couldn't be a know-it-all about. Confirmation, yes. They're saying yes, 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 100%. This could be a Virgo or a Capricorn or an Aries or a Taurus. Maybe a Scorpio or a Pisces or a Leo. You could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra watching me. You could be a Capricorn, also a Pisces. I'm also seeing someone who is a Virgo also watching me on the other side, you know, not a cross watcher. Who else? Cancer. I'm seeing a Cancer watch me right now and a Sagittarius. But you don't have to have those signs. They could just be like well aspected or in your chart. Oh, by the way, our channel is growing. So if you would like to become a mod, hit me up, by the way, and I will be sure to knight you as a mod in the chat. We could use more people. I don't really. It's really easy to become a mod, by the way. You don't really need to do anything. All you have to do is just make sure you keep an eye for the trolls and you block them. If you think you're good at that, hit me up on Instagram. Thank you. Because we're growing, and I think there's more trolls right now, and we need more. Thank you, and thank you to my current mods. You guys are very appreciated. Also, you guys need to sleep more. That's also why. Anyways, this could also be somebody who smokes out of a pipe. My eyes just got really wide when I said pipe. It could be like an actual wooden pipe, like you know the grandpa pipes where they smoke weed or tobacco, or it could be like a crack pipe or like one of those ones that are like the little light. What do they call those? They're like I call them I think people call them what, bulbs or so. I think people call them bulbs or some shit. I don't know what it is. It's like a glass thing and it breaks. I only know that because I used to work in a smoke shop and we used to judge people. Again, I don't know how to talk about this without sounding super judgmental of people, like, because I don't want to be like mean to people who like deal with addiction and stuff. But like, dude, I used to work at a smoke shop and oh my god, shit, and like they used to sell the freaking crack pipe and it looks like a little like a bulb with like a, it's like glass and it would like they would break really easily. And I remember we would always get kind of like crackheads coming in to like replace them, and then we would always be like, oh, it's like another crackhead coming in to buy like their meth pipe or their crack pipe. It would be like a whole thing. I don't know why I had to say that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not going to judge anybody. I think maybe this is somebody who works in a smoke shop. Maybe you recently went to a smoke shop. Maybe this person goes to the smoke shop very often. This person could also be a Libra, by the way. This person, so maybe this person does that. This person, I'm seeing somebody go to the smoke shop and buy those little like crack pipes like over and over and over again, like going back and back and back and back and getting in again and again and again. They could live near a smoke shop. I also saw hookah. So this person could also go to like hookah lounges, hookah bars. I don't think this person smokes weed. This person does crack, or like this person does cocaine, and they go to hookah bar. They could be the kind of go to hookah bar, hookah lounge, strip club. They like alcohol. This is someone who's very based in alcohol, cocaine, pills, maybe meth. But not this person's not slow. Like you can't, they don't sleep. This person doesn't sleep. Okay, so it's like stuff that doesn't let them sleep. They're always up. I almost said heroin, but they don't sleep. They don't sleep. They don't shit. They don't do nothing. They're up. So it's not heroin, it's meth. Or like something like that. Because these people aren't sleeping. This person's not sleeping at all. Period. It's probably been like about 4 days since they last slept, like fully, maybe more, maybe 4 weeks. And they're like always going to the smoke shop and like buying the crack pipe and then breaking it. They could work. They're unemployed. This person's unemployed. This person's unemployed. So that's why they're going, but they keep going to the smoke shop to replace the pipe because they're like addicted and they're running out of money for that problem. But then they get high and then they break the pipe or they lose it. And then they keep going back again. It's like a never-ending cycle for this person. Or like the drugs, maybe they have a messy room and they keep losing the drugs or like losing the stuff, and then they like go out and buy it again and again and again, and then they like lose all their money on it, and they don't have a job. They could live with their parents or your parents, like this could be your family again. This person's mom or dad is about to find out that they bought something bad with the credit card or with like cash taken out of the ATM, if their parents are still alive. This person is very attached to their parent too. Like they're like daddy's girl or like mama's boy. Like this is like the one person that would literally defend them like in the court of law if everyone else knew they were guilty for murder. Like this is like call your mama type of mom. Like this is like that type of mom where like they could like this could be a man who's like really babied by his mom. Like maybe this man goes to jail a lot and his mom always bails him out, or like bails him out in general out of situations, like this guy. And like she could be the kind who's like, oh, he's such a good boy, he could never do that. And this is like a really vile person, like, or a vile man who like harms women. He could be abusive to women, like he could be like domestic violence, or like he could be really like scary, or like a total drunk. Like I said, he could get really high or really drunk and like be really messed up to his partners or to his children, or like to children in general. Like, and then his mom could probably like bail him out a lot and be like, oh, he's such a good boy, or oh, or this could be a girl too, and like her dad is like that. Like her dad could be like, oh, she's a good girl, she would never do that, she's my little angel, like she would never do that. But it's like she's like really like using his money for like drugs, like to buy meth, and she could be getting really skinny from this too. And it's getting to a point where like people are like, are you okay? Oh yeah. And then this person gets really angry. Like when people say like, are you okay? Like you don't really look the same. And then I'm starting to see that girl from YouTube in my mind. Eugenia Cooney, trigger warning, sorry. I'm starting to see like Eugenia Cooney in my mind. Like, I'm not saying this person is like looks like her at all. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, if I'm triggering anyone right now, this is not the right reading for you if you really like struggle with stuff like that, like body image. But I'm just saying, like, this person doesn't look well. Like, they look like they're dealing with some sort of illness, sickness, but it's from their addiction, and they're not telling anyone except maybe like the person who's probably like their sidekick or something, or like their best friend who's like helping them stalk you, who doesn't want to stalk you anymore. My phone's about to die, by the way, guys, so I'm gonna go really soon. If my phone dies, it dies, because this was supposed to be a really quick fucking reading. But I just picked up on so much. Oh my god. Yes, yeah, the flame hasn't split once. It's all true. It's all true. No cap. Candle hasn't shown me cap at all. Hasn't said no. Hasn't refused. It hasn't disagreed with me this entire time. This person's dealing with some sort of like secret addictions, making them really skinny. People are getting worried and concerned for this person. They're not sleeping. They're never sleeping. It's looking really bad. It's looking bad for the people around them, allowing them to look like this or be this way. And that's why I'm thinking of Eugenia Cooney, because remember, people are always on the internet talking about how her mom is allowing her to be unhealthy. Not her fans, like her fans are always worried, but like the people around her are like critics are always like, why is no one like stepping in? Like, why are people allowing her to be sick? So I'm feeling like this could be like a man who's like losing his hair, or like getting really like deep wrinkles in his face. Like he's like really sunken in. Like he could like really like, he could have been really bulky or really like strong before. Now he's like really skinny. This could be somebody, if this is like a workplace situation, this could be somebody who's in the military, low key. This could be somebody in the military. He could have, this could be somebody who's like before, if not in the military, maybe the police, or like somebody who's like seen as like pretty like high up there in some way, like automatically, like in the way where, like, you know how like firemen, like if firemen walk around in like their little uniform, sexy, people kind of like want to give them a discount, or people are going to be like, oh, thank you for your service. Like people are really nice to them automatically. They like, people have a kind of like a benefit of the doubt automatically. Like, this is a fireman, they're good person, or they're gonna help me, kind of. Like they give that energy off. Or like police, not that everybody, I know that like not everybody really approaches police that way. I mean, sometimes I have to be careful myself, but like, same thing is like, people look at a police person, they're kind of not like, they're not going to like automatically assume like blah blah blah. They're going to automatically give this person clearance, or give this person a coffee or something at the building, or like, do you know what I'm talking about? And this person could have had that clearance. Like they could have had that energy about them, like a noble energy about them. Like, I don't know, they don't actually have to be in law enforcement, or actually in the military, but like, it's giving me a vibe of like, if this is a workplace and this is like your former coworker or something like that, this person could have been like, let's say like this guy was like in the Marines, or not even in the Marines, like maybe like in the army or something like that, or Navy, and everybody's like, oh, that's the guy who was in the Navy, that's the guy who was in the Navy, and this guy's like a total asshole. Like, he's a total jerk, like he's abusive to his wife at home, or like he's not a good nice person. Like he's not nice, like he's not pleasant, he's like mean, he's rude to people, he's stealing from work. But people, when they first hired him, right, they're like, oh, he's from the Navy, that's so cool. Like people even feel like, people could have even felt like, what do you call it, not forced, but kind of like they're obligated to be nice to this person, like in public. Like they're obligated, like society, something about society in this person, like people are obligated to be nice to this police person, military official person, authoritarian, something authority, or something of like, I don't know what it is, something like that, where people automatically assume like, oh, they're a nice person, and they were able to get away with it. But now it's like, they lost their muscle mass. Like maybe they like worked out a lot, and they could have bragged like, oh yeah, the military made me really good at working out. And now they lost their muscle mass from this drug use. this person like really bullied you about like, if you are somebody who's like queer, like LGBT, this is not for everybody. They could have really had a really strong issue with you being LGBT, or like connected to people who are LGBT. Like it didn't even have to be you. You could have just been really best friends, like you have a gay best friend or something, and they just there this could be like a man who's just like, ew, like really outdated, like really hate gay people for no reason or something like that. Um Something outdated about this man, like you went against his traditional views. So he's just like, oh, and he was like handsome, you know, he could have looked really handsome. He could have, like I said, been really bulky, muscular, really big, possibly like big and shaped well, fit. And then now it's like he's super skinny, like to the point where it's almost like unrecognizable. You might not even think this is the same person. You might think this guy is a different guy from the last guy if this guy were to come up to you. And this guy's in love with you. There could have been times where you tried to talk to this person at the workplace and he could have like ignored you. Like this guy was a jerk. Like he could have been like joking with other coworkers, like ha ha ha, yeah, and you could have been like, yeah, like I know how that's like, you know, because you're just there. And this person like ignored you, or this person didn't want to include you, maybe because you were a woman. Maybe this person doesn't like women, so he was like, oh yeah, yeah, whatever, woman. Or oh yeah, yeah, black people. Like if this person was racist, like oh yeah, yeah, I don't listen to black people, I don't listen to Asian people, I don't listen to Hispanic people, I don't listen to Indian people, I don't listen to indigenous people, something like that. Like I don't listen to blank people because I don't need to. I am above you. I'm in the military and people already value me or see me as an official person. I am this. So this person was super dismissive with you, right? And it's like you still stayed nice and people still liked you. And I feel like this person continued to obsessively watch you even after you left this job, because I feel like you quit this job. You don't work there anymore, or something like that. Like you, or this town. This could even be a town. Like you don't live in this town anymore. And this person like obsessively watched you on the internet without you knowing, like after you left this job or this town or this family even. Um and this person could have a whole ass family. Like this man could have kids. This man could have a wife or used to have a baby mom. I think they're not together anymore. This person's this man, especially if the LGBT thing really resonates with you, this man could actually be like secretly LGBT. Like he could be secretly trans, bi, gay, or non-binary or something like that, or fluid in some way, secretly, probably from his days in the military or something like that, or just queer. And that could be why if that's only if that resonates for you, that part, why he didn't want to talk to you. Or like maybe your son is gay or your kid is gay, or like I said, you're by proxy, like you support gay people, trans people, and this person is like, I don't like you because, and it wasn't because of you, it was because of your proximity being too dangerous for this man's identity. And I'm reading this as a man because I'm a man. So this doesn't have to be a man. This could be a whole woman. Because remember I said earlier, this is somebody who could even have a same gender crush on you. So apply the roles as they fit, because I'm sorry, sometimes I forget that I'm a man and I speak for myself. I am sorry. Oh my god. My phone's about to die and this story is getting too good. So I might run and get my charger before you guys die on me. But no, I have to go because it's under an hour. But there's something about how like your proximity to like this person's real identity or real desire, something about their desire, like something about how you represent their real desire. And maybe their family is very, like I said, they have a traditional life, they have a wife, they have kids, maybe they're white and maybe you're black, and maybe their family against like interracial relationship. Maybe this person's secretly gay and you represent the desire of them wanting to be with another woman, and you are this proxy of this woman's like woman crush Wednesday, their WCW, you know, or man crush Monday, you know, if you're a man, you are like their outlet for that in a way. And that's where they became obsessed. But I think they just didn't know what that came from. I think that it was a very misunderstood feeling. I think they just redirected it into hatred towards you, because they're not supposed to like people like you. They're not supposed to like people like you or something. They're not supposed to be gay. They're supposed to be married. They're supposed to have, this wife and be happy with their kid and be muscular and from the military or something like that. Or a woman, they have to be beautiful and feminine and be with a man that they don't even like and be a good mom and be very like not very straight, very 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 conservative, not suspecting at all, very low key housewife. They have to be this way and that way and that way, but you represent some sort of freedom that they just couldn't experience in themselves, and they turned that into hate because they just didn't understand it. And it's something to do with where they came from, their family doesn't approve, or their family doesn't allow this or taught them this. Or this could be interfaith, like I said, like they don't like your religion, and this person, instead of realizing what these feelings were of obsession come from, it came from hate. Like they made it come from hate. Like they made up excuses to hate you, to the point where they couldn't escape it, so they had to get a bunch of people in on it so that they couldn't escape this like same sex crush on you, or this whatever this is, interfaith, interracial, something different about you and this person, and that makes it so for this person it's scary for them, and for you, you don't give a fuck, you're just existing. You were just existing. And I feel like your existence bothered them because of that, because of their desire. They didn't understand their desire for you. They've never desired anyone, period. Imagine not knowing that you're gay your entire life, and then you one day meet like another woman or another guy. Now, I'm not trying to like say this is actually your life. This is just like, I'm just trying to put in perspective. And you finally meet somebody that's like, oh my god, like this is a perfect person for me. But like, I didn't know I was gay. Oh my god, like, and then there's so much stuff you have to learn. There's so much stuff that's a big Pandora's box that a lot of men and a lot of women that actually are out there that are lying, like, or like closeted, or like using their partner to beard them. That's a huge truth that a lot of them aren't ready to open. Like that's like something that people won't even open all their life. Some of them get really old and they don't even come out until they're senior citizens. You know what I mean? And so that's where I feel like this huge freaking random like hateful stalker situation really came from. It came from like yeah, like just like that weird obsession. Hi Kelly, good morning. I'm glad to see you here. Hey Remy. Um yeah. So this person is now trying to backtrack. They're trying to say, no, 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 no. I don't like them like that. And then because they hate you too much. Like they're too passionate about their obsession on hating you. And people are like, bro, that's gay, or bro, that's lesbian, or bro, that's a little bit like obsessed. Like, do you love them? Like, why do you know this and this and this and this and this? Because like I said, this person has a clenched fist, but they're like, damn you, you're so sexy, and it's because of all of that organic food that you eat, that you buy at Whole Foods. It's like, how did you know that? How did you know I went to Whole Foods? How did you? And then people are like, wait. And then they're like, oh, you know what? It's not that bad to eat from there. Oh, it's not that bad to do that. It's not that bad to be gay. I don't have anything issue with gay. Like, they're backtracking. Now they're trying to be nice to you because they're doing it too hard. And now people are like, why are you so upset though, bro? Why are you so upset, bro? Like, why is it so irking you? Because I don't see anything wrong with this person. We've been following you follow this person for years now, and there's nothing wrong with them. Confirmation. Funny, weird. Hold on, I'll be back. I need to grab my charger. Hold on. BRB. Go pee. Go get yourself a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The sound's gonna be a little bit different because I'm gonna take my mic off now because I need to charge my phone. So hold on, give me a second, guys. Oh my god, go in. That's what she said. Okay. I think you guys are in. I hope that you guys can still hear me. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This could be somebody with stitches. I don't know if that's like a confirmation. This could be somebody with stitches, like they could have stitches somewhere on their body. They could have like scarring on their body. Like to the point where they have like lines and they had to get stitched up. Like maybe they had an accident or car accident or something like from a long time ago. So it's a confirmation of who this is. Or just a surgical procedure. Like maybe they've gotten like their body done in some way. So they have like little like nip and tuck marks. Yes. Okay, that's a confirmation. Someone here really likes those Studio Ghibli movies. I don't know who does. Somebody really likes Studio Ghibli. I'm seeing Ponyo. That's a cute movie. Also, Howl's Moving Castle. That's a really good movie. Howl's Moving Castle. I love that movie. Maybe someone here's a fire sign for sure. This person could be a fire sign. Somebody really likes breakfast food. Someone loves breakfast food. I love breakfast food. That's why I said that. And also because the flame in Howl's Moving Castle loves breakfast food. I love bacon. Okay, confirmation. Pancakes. What else? Yes, yes, yes. All correct. What are some more details about this person? They could be skinny and tall, or they could just be really skinny. Again, it's confirmation about skinny. They could be taller than you and skinny. They used to be thicker, though. This person could also have a different skin tone from you. Like, even if you're dark, this person could just be darker than you or lighter. If this is a man, he could have a mustache. Just the mustache. This is a woman. She could wear glasses or... she could have, like, the hair... I'm seeing, like, you know how some people have some girls have, like, sideburn hairs that are, like, really long and, like, on the sides, like, whenever they tie up their hair. This could be somebody that has, like, I don't know why, like, maybe when they tie their hair up, you could see, like, hairs here on the side. Like, maybe, oh, like, baby hairs, you know, like, so maybe this could be somebody with, like, lots of baby hairs. And maybe they, or, like, lots of, like, little, like, flyaways. This could also be somebody who likes like gels down their baby hairs. That's a really cute look. I don't know. I think women who do that are kind of. I think that's fine. I think that's fine on women. Whenever they do like the little like they glue down the little hairs. I think that's cute. This could be somebody with small boobs. She doesn't have big boobs. She has small boobs. Again, if this is a man, he has small shoulders. Or he's just smaller than he used to be. He used to have big shoulders, now it's small. Could be an artist. This person could actually be creative. They could draw, sing, dance, create something. They do something like artistic as a hobby or as a job. I think more like as a job, though. This person doesn't dance. There's something. This person does not dance. They can't dance. They cannot twerk. If this is a woman, she cannot twerk. A weird detail. I don't know. If this is a woman, she doesn't know how to twerk. She can't twerk. If you put her in a dance party, she won't know what to do. Not that I'm judging you, because I myself, I'm pretty awkward. But I still move. It could be a confidence thing. This is the type of person who wouldn't dance, though. This person is coming to, so as this person is like backtracking and telling people nicer things about you or toning down the hate to make it seem less sus, they're also like realizing that they're falling in love with you. But this is honestly somebody you're not, I don't think you're really interested in this person at all. Obviously they hated you, they hated on, they, I feel like this person really hated on you, like they really treated you really badly, like they didn't even get, they really didn't give you a chance as a coworker or as a family member or whoever. Like off the bat, I feel like you said hi, and this could be because this is like a coworker is just like say hi to everybody else except you. Like shake hands with this person, that person, but not you. Like you made them that uncomfortable. Like they had to avert their eyes from you, like to like literally like to avoid any converse anything. Like this person's very like almost like scared, wouldn't touch you with a 6-foot pole, like scared of you almost, but like in a hateful way, like in a like discriminatory way, and also try to get other people to like separate from you. Like this person could have tried to be really buddy with other people and be like and then like get on their good side and then finally be like, hey, so you know like Jungle Collective, they're kind of weird, right? Huh? Like aren't they a little bit like not trustworthy, like and then they started to lie about you. And it was kind of like unwarranted because you had nothing to do with this person. Like this could literally be like somebody you really don't talk to at all. I feel like you tried to talk to this person, but what's funny is they wouldn't talk to you, and then they turn around and they pretended that they know what you're about, and you assume that this person just is a jerk and hates you and doesn't want to talk to you, so you moved on with your life. And then this weirdo freak was like, I'm gonna keep stalking them because I hate them and I want them to feel isolated. I want them to feel alienated everywhere they go because I don't know why I'm just obsessed with them, because they're trying to like rationalize it. But now they're like, I think it's because this person has been unhappy in their life so long. They don't know what happiness really feels like. And I feel like they're like trying to learn what that is. And as they're learning what that is, they see that you're a very happy person. And they didn't recognize that before because they don't know what happiness, true happiness, is like. Yes. Oh, it's just people. Confirmation. Um Again, this person could have a drinking problem, or this person could like to drink beers that are twist top. They like to drink those drinks where you twist the you can twist the cap off the top really easily. This is somebody who likes to drink. Maybe this person has really weak wrists, weak arms, so they like twist off drinks. Confirmation. This person cannot get over you. This person cannot get over you. It's like a scary obsession. And nobody wants to join them on this stalker mission anymore because it's getting too weird. It's getting too obsessive. It's getting too freaky. And people are saying you're not doing anything to this person. Yes. Smirnoff? Thank you, KJ. Yeah, maybe this person drinks Smirnoff Ice. Maybe those are twist off. That's a good one. This person I think this person's starting to regret this whole thing because it's really exposing, yeah, it's like exposing their rage. I heard they're saying that there's like a huge rage inside this person that they hide, that you could actually embrace as a person. Like you could be somebody who's like who has temper issues, or somebody who has like, you could be like or you deal with like depression, or you deal with anxiety, or in general, but like people know this about you and you could own up to it, or you could literally tell people like, yeah, I deal with this condition, I take medication for it, or I deal with this and this happens. This person doesn't want anyone to know that they deal with this, like they deal with something similar. something also about their obsession with you is that you have a similar mindset to them. Like, not similar, of course not, because you wouldn't attack someone on this level. Like, you wouldn't be this evil or this crazy. But this person does have like a rage issue inside them that they hide, that I feel like you, or some sort of emotional thing about them that you are more in touch with, that you embrace, like that you're true to. And this person, they, I think they before couldn't take accountability for it. Like, they could be the kind of person to like, they could have bipolar disorder. They could legitimately have bipolar disorder. Like, this could be somebody who gets really manic, starts flipping out, and then they just like, they forget what they did. Like, they completely forgot. Like, they don't feel bad. They don't say sorry. They could go out and like, they could be really manic too. This could be somebody who could go missing for days sometimes, and people don't know where they go, and they could come back with like a tattoo and like a cartilage piercing and like their hair braided on one side, and like, you know, like all like where were you? And this person just, I don't know where I was. I don't remember, man. It was a movie. Like this person could go, like, people don't know this about them though. Like, I think they try so hard to conceal this, and I think also part of that is like they don't go to therapy. Even if they were in the military, like I said earlier, they could have even refused to even let them like let them in, like let them recommend therapy. Like, they didn't want anyone to know that they dealt with this condition. That they deal with this condition. Oh shit, I just dropped it. Fuck. Hold on. Why the fuck do people keep doing this? This is the third vape. This is the third vape I've lost. Not lost, but I keep dropping. I don't know why. People don't. I don't know. People don't want me to vape, man. Like, I'm so sad. I just bought it. Okay, so maybe this person could vape. This could be somebody who vapes. This could be somebody who likes nicotine, or they used to, or this could be somebody who dates people who smokes nicotine but does not like weed. This is someone who doesn't like weed, because I just dropped my vape. This person does not like weed. They like crack. Sorry. I mean, that's why they're so skinny. Sorry. Hold on. Where's my vape? Oh, here it is. All dusty. This person could be significant places. I heard Cambodia, I heard Thailand, Laos, China, Canada, Mexico, what is that place? El Salvador, is that a place? Bucharest, is Bucharest a place? Chile, Panama, South Africa, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Angola. I keep just coming up with random ass shit. Shanghai, Bangkok, New York, Texas, Utah, Nevada, Wisconsin, Montana, Virginia, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Florence, Italy, random. Greenland, Scotland, UK, like England is Greece, Taiwan, California, Oregon, Madagascar, United Emirates, like Jordan, Dubai, Sri Lanka, Calcutta, New Delhi, India in general, Bangladesh, what else? France, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden. Tennessee. Did I already say Tennessee? Kentucky. Okay. Michigan. Okay. I'm done. Sorry, I haven't done places in a while. Um, okay, those are just some random places. Maybe those are places this person is from or has been to, or these are places that you have been to recently, or places you might go or be from. You might have lived in those places at one point in your life, or your family is from those places. Um, what's that other place? I keep seeing shapes of countries, but I don't remember their names. I keep seeing like the outlines, but I just don't remember the names. I'm sorry. Indonesia? I don't know. This person, stay away. They're saying stay away from this person. Stay away. Stay far away. Don't go to their house. Don't go to their house. If you still work at this place and this is like your coworker, they might try to come up to you and try to say some shit like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Oh, I have bipolar." Don't don't go to their house and don't go to their car. Don't let them drive you home. Don't drive them home. Or I think you can drive them home, but don't let them drive you home. This person's not stable. Especially do not go in their house. And also do not eat anything they give you. Don't eat anything this person gives you. If this person brings brownies to the office, don't touch. Do not touch the brownies. Confirmation. Anything else before we finish off? They're saying everything is no cap. Everything is right. They're saying, keep working, keep going, keep doing. This, just ignore. Ignore. This person wants your attention because they're immature. They want to be in your life. And if that means that they have to harm you or have to hurt you, attack you, stalk you more, or even come up to you and lie to you, they will. They want to see you unhappy. That's why I think this person's just not mentally stable, because they're in love with you, but they don't understand it, and they're obsessed, but they're still obsessed with taking you down. So it's like they don't get it. It's like you're a perfect person for them because you represent every single desire that they secretly have, where it be in like another person of the same gender or etc. Whatever they fail to outlet, like they fail to let out. But it's like it's not, you don't you don't want to interact with this person. Your guides already have blocked this person. Your ancestors already told you you need to stay away. This person is not stable. And this person is on a very low vibration right now on a chain smoking meth, I heard. They're chain smoking meth. I don't know how you do that. And then I'm seeing the smoke shop again, and I'm seeing the little glass pipes again. So is this person like getting 2 pipes and going and having someone help them? Oh God! Oh, is that something someone's done before? I'm sorry, that's not funny. Is someone going like, and someone's just like, like underneath their things, like getting them to like. Is that something? I don't know. Is that possible? And then the person's like breaking them, and like this person's like chain smoking meth, literally, like, and then they're just like wigging out and thinking like the government's after them. This person doesn't leave their house because of this. Because I just saw a TikTok the other day that there's woman on TikTok that I follow. She used to be, she makes jokes about like being a former meth addict. And there was this video that she made the other day where she was like, where they were playing the Reba theme song, and I love that song. It's so funny because it was like, what is it? I forgot what how the song goes. I'll play it later. The Reba theme song, and then it's just her like cleaning up the trap house, like setting up like the tables on the wall to hide behind, and like looking out the blinds constantly, and like crawling under the house with a knife. And she's like, just me being the mom, like the I forgot what she said, me being the guardian for the meth heads or something, like me being the trap house mom or something, me being the trap house mom. And then it was, so I'm seeing that, so I'm seeing like somebody like be really paranoid to the point where they don't leave their house because of this addiction. Because like be like that woman where she's like crawling on all fours with a knife and a flashlight, like thinking that the FBI is watching her smoke meth somewhere. You know, like really paranoid. Um, like this person could have even lost their job because of their drug use. Like it maybe like it got to the point where they lost sick days and they lost days off because they stayed home to like do this constantly, and then they lost track of time, and then they kept doing it till they got fired, and now they're just really paranoid, and then it's like a never-ending cycle because they're just like puffing like crack or meth or something like over and over and over again. Jason, like some shit you see in the movies. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if people actually do that in real life, KJ. Um, but yeah, I'm not. It's not funny. Addiction isn't fun. Sorry, I'm just trying to make light of things because you know you go through dark stuff, and I'm just things. People are funny. Humans are funny. So I really hope you guys don't take me too harshly when I laugh at situations like this because I myself have had friends like this, you know, and have seen a lot of interesting behaviors from people. So it's kind of like I'm just kind of I'm trying to make light of this situation. You know, it's a serious situation. Addiction isn't funny. You know, I really don't wish that on anyone, and that's really, seriously speaking, I really, really hope that person's okay because that's not good for your health at all. Please don't do that. That's really bad. But this person's just really getting lost in the sauce, you know, because it's like there's like a crack in their identity. You know, they just no longer can keep their identity together. The perfect man or perfect, you know, perfect husband, perfect wife with a kid and the husband that's straight or that's this or that's that or like what their family wants. Can't keep it up because their desires, their true desires, are there still, and the fake desires are falling off. And the things they cling to, it's not what they want anymore. They don't know what they want now. They don't know who they are. It's like working your entire life to follow your dream of becoming an astronaut. Except then you realize your dream wasn't actually to be an astronaut. You realize you don't act, that wasn't never your dream in the first place. But you spent all this time trying to do that. Do you know what I mean? And now you're like having to learn how to be a mechanic. You realize I actually want to be a mechanic, but I spent like 10 years trying to be in you know, space aeronaut, what do you call it, aeronautics, or however the word is, aerospace, and now I'm a mechanic, you know, and now I gotta relearn, and it's like a weird, I think I already said this earlier in the reading, it's like a beyond a crisis identity, like crisis identity. I'm talking backwards. Identity crisis. Maybe this person has dyslexia. Beyond an identity crisis, um to the point where I don't think they can like really fathom or understand their feelings for you, but they're starting to slowly, but it might not translate in a normal way. That's why I said you need to stay away from this person because I don't think they have a grasp on their mental state. And also remember how I said like the way they, you know, they deal with their rage or like their hidden side, it's very like hidden, but it's very severe because it's untreated. So you have to be very careful with this person. Like they're not stable. They could even tell you that they love you, but they're not even stable in their feelings. They don't even know what they love or who they love anymore. They might not even be in their right mind. They might be high when they tell you. They might be high. Not that I'm saying, you know, people don't know they love you if they're high, but like they've been really high for a really long time, so they won't. It's really, they're telling me you need to stay away. Like this former stalker, you know, they want to be a former now, and they want to do that by getting into your life again in some way, but you need to look at the way they've treated you so far on paper and in general, and you need to trust that because, you know, people often on addictions, it brings out like, especially if it's meth, you know, they will, you don't want to be around this person when they run out of that meth. That's all I have to say. They could be pleasant right now at their peak, but you don't want to be around that person when they run out of money, when they run out of their fix. Because that's when the real person comes out. That's when the real monster comes out. And that's when things, if you thought that their previous behavior didn't make sense before, it wasn't rational, now just think how it's going to be when they really need to get their fix, when they really need to feed that addiction. look at, now it's going to get really, really irrational. It's going to get really dangerous. It's going to get very desperate, and it's to the point where they might even like really want to just steal from you. Actually, them running out of money and maybe even being desperate for money to buy drugs might be the motivator for them to even apologize to you, even though they're in love with you. See, so don't take me saying, oh, this person's obsessed with you because they're in love with you. Don't take that as a romantic message. I'm sorry if that's how you really would like this to be. I think a lot of you are a lot smarter than that. I feel like a lot of you already know that this person's not healthy and not meant to be in your life like that. They're not meant to be with you or for you at all. I think this is mental illness. I think this is trauma. I think this is like somebody has traumatized themselves by stalking you, honestly. I think this person, because I just see somebody completely lost and then looking in the mirror and not recognizing themselves. Before, when they still had their mind, they had a choice just to not get too sucked in. But I think, you know what? Also, I think there's also a vortex. Like, they fell into a drug vortex. They started stalking you was part of a timeline in their addiction. It could come from like their ex or something, like their previous partners or something. They started an addiction from like a really bad person, and then they started stalking you, and then maybe they could have either relapsed on this, or they've always been on meth or always been on whatever this crack is, and they kept taking it and they stalked you, and then they like they fell into a never-ending vortex of the chain smoking meth, and then the stalking, and then the chain smoking meth, and then the checking the blinds, and the, oh my god, is the FBI watching me, and then the on the internet checking, and then the smoking the meth, and then the, you know, it's a never. I'm seeing this person do this over and over and over and over again until they're emaciated, until they're sick. They're sick, and they haven't looked up from their computer in days. That's what I'm getting from this shit. Like, it's like never. And so I think it became they traumatized themselves. They've imprinted your face in their mind. It's their doing. They did it to themselves because they forced themselves to watch you. Nobody asked them to stalk you. Nobody asked them to follow you everywhere. No one asked them to be weird and harass you. They could have even done spells on you. They could have even tried to do spells on you, love magic, sex magic, and black magic. Not and or. And black magic. They did it all. They could have even paid someone in their family. Like, they wanted to harm you and they wanted to kiss you. This person's very sick. Sick. And all of it returned back. So now this person is stuck with those feelings of like lust and love for you, and they don't understand because it's magic and it's their own magic. It mirrored back on them. You're just fine. Now this person's dealing with their feelings for you, but it's like, I don't know if it's real. I don't think it's real feeling. I mean, I think they're real feelings. I think what's really bad about it, because it is magic, so I think the feelings for you are real. They really come from their heart and their mind because of how their body is reacting to you. But it's a punishment because you don't feel the same way, or you won't, because of how they treated you. I don't think it's possible. It's too much damage. And also, again, I see this person as really mentally unstable, like really needs help, like really needs someone to like beyond rehab, beyond therapy, like they might need to be hospitalized. And I'm not trying to be funny, because I've been hospitalized before. I've been 5150 before, and I'm not ashamed of like what I've been through. Like, I've been to the mental hospital. I've been to the cuckoo hut before. So I'm not laughing at this person, but as somebody who has experienced things like that, I recognize that this person needs that. I recognize that this is somebody who needs that. This could be somebody who needs medication. They need to be, I don't want to say restrained. I don't think it's that deep, possibly, but they need to be talked to. They need to sit down somewhere safe, and they need to be their phone taken away. They need their phone taken away from them, for sure. And their drugs and whatever this environment they're in is very enabling. It's not good. They need to stop doing it. They need to stop doing whatever they're doing. It's a never-ending cycle. This person could also be a sex addict. Yeah, they just lack of healing, zero healing. You need to stay away. They could also have an STD or have that on the way, or some sort of test result is on the way, and this is gonna get really bad. Their addiction could get really bad because this STD could come from like their partner if they have a partner or something. I think they're not with the baby mama. They're not with the baby mama anymore. The guy is, or whoever this guy is or girl is that's been targeting you, they're with like a new person, but like that person might give them an STD and then ditch them, and then this person might fall like really deep into that addiction and like get really triggered and really really sick and really like scary, and they might like even get so deep into it they might like come up to you and like try to talk to you, and like they might not be fully in their right mind, like they need help. um and that's why I'm saying you shouldn't go to their house, you should not go over there, you shouldn't eat anything from them. Like they could act one way and then really feel the other way, or actually do something else, and it's giving me horror movie vibes. Like maybe one day I think this person will, when they fully like heal, or if they ever do, or they fully like take care of themselves, I think like maybe there's potential for this person to be a decent person around, not even in your life, not even in your life, like a decent person. You don't have to put a restraining order. That's literally how I feel. Like I don't think you want to be around this person. I think you just, this is somebody you might not, you don't have to give a restraining order after some time. Like that's the clearance, that's like the level of acceptance you're willing to give after this, because I feel like this person even could have tried to get you killed too. Like had people in the community or people at the workplace like follow you around your work, or people outside the job like don't even work at your job follow you like to your car, or follow you out, like like wait in the parking lot and then follow you in their car to your house, like try to get you triangulated and killed, all because this person doesn't want the truth to come out that they like people like you, or that they like that they're gay, or that they are so, or that they're trans themselves, or that they're gay, or that something, I don't know, something's going on here. Something about their desires, like they just can't let anyone know what their true desires are, who their true self are, or like what their true behavior is. But I feel like if they did, they would be a lot healthier. I feel like if they just let themselves be human, I think they would have a lot more better chance healing, like accepting themselves and like going to the doctor and just like figuring out how they can accept themselves more, and just live life easier as their accepted self, instead of this whatever this thing is. It feels like a creature. It's not even a person. It's like, it feels like a Picasso impressionist paint. Not impression. I'm sorry. Excuse me in my art school ass. This is like a Picasso expressionist painting. It's very like, it's like cubist. You know those cubist paintings, the cubism? It's like the eye is here and then this is here and it's all like jumbled up in pieces. That's how this person makes me feel. It's like his eyeball is in a box here, and then his head is in a box down here, and his leg is over here, and I can't make sense of a person from this anymore. And I'm not trying to be mean. I think this person, it's hard to read what their energy is, because it's confused. They don't even know what their energy is. They don't even know what it is. This eyeball is from all the way over there. This foot is from all the way over there. It's like they have, I think you know what it is. This person doesn't know what it's like to like sit down by themselves, like genuinely, like for 1 second, just in silence, and just look at themselves. I think this person has never in their life like stopped. I think they just kept going and going and going. So every time they get damaged in their life by trauma, like I said, I keep getting military vibes, but they don't have to be in military. They could just have like a really crazy past or something, or I don't know. Where it's like they get wounded and their arm falls off or something, and then they keep going, and then they pick up their arm and they stick it on their head, or they stick it on a weird place where it'll stick until they look like an expressionist cubist painting, where it's just the body parts are not in the same place as they started, because they just had to go 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 go. This person just doesn't look within, and they can't. If they just took the time to look within, pick up their leg that just got chopped off, pick up their arm or their heart that just got chopped off from this last, traumatic experience, and just take the time to, okay, let me look at myself. Where is my wound? Where is my wound? My arm got chopped off here. Okay, this is where my wound is. Let me pick it up and stick it back where it belongs. Let me take some time to let it grow back on. This person they don't know what that's like. They're always on go. That's why this person's feelings for you are confused. Because they didn't stop to even think, maybe I love this person. Maybe this person doesn't deserve to be treated this way. Why am I doing this? They just go, 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 go until the people around them react a certain way. Like, they didn't stop until the people started to realize that they were weird. And then they started to care. Because this person is very, they just care about how they look to others. They care about, you know, how the 3D, the material, how they look on the outside. They want everyone to think they're in a perfect relationship. When I'm telling you, they're in a relationship with someone with commitment issues who's going to give them an STD or something, or drop them off a gift and drive away and block their phone. I'm telling you, they're going to get ghosted by like a woman. They might get ghosted by a woman, or if this is a man or whoever they're into, they're going to get ghosted. And they're going to be left with a gift they don't want. And and you know, in tarot, when they say gift, it's not really a gift. It's like an STD or a baby that you don't want or you didn't plan for. Yeah. That's what I'm talking, the gift. You're going to be left with the gift. I don't care if it's a man. The man's going to be holding the baby by himself at that house, okay? This person, and then this person's going to fall in a spiral, and this reading is warning you, you need to stay the F away from whoever this is. Like, clear. They're trying hard to show everybody that they're perfect, too, on top of trying to, like, I don't know, bully you still. Like, this person, like, was used to with all those people, but no one's picking it up anymore. No one's picking it up. No one cares. People find this person annoying. They're also gossiping about how this person looks, their appearance, and their health, honestly. And not in a, like, horrible way, like, oh, that person looks weird, you shouldn't listen to them, but in a concerned way, where it's like, I don't think this person's mentally stable because they look really sick and they're not talking right. Like, they're talking unstable and they're obsessed with, like, this random guy or this random girl. they're burying themselves in their drug addiction or their drinking problem, and then they're like burying those desires, and they're constantly going out with people they don't want, or like they only want for a little bit, like they get bored of. Yeah, this person has a lot of lessons to learn. But you just need to stay away. I don't know why they're giving me all the tea. Maybe candles are just really good at giving me tea, because this is a lot of freaking tea. I didn't ask for this. Okay, I'm gonna finish off soon. Is there anything else you need us to know about the situation? This person could have gotten their ass done. I don't know why there's a random message. This person could have gotten their butt done. Like, they got a booty job, or what do you call it? An ass, butt plastic surgery? Implant. Right? Or injection. Butt injection. Sorry, I don't understand shit like this. Butt injection. They could have gotten an injection in their butt recently, or they're thinking about it, or this could, even if this is a man. I don't know. They could be like insecure about their butt. Or this could be a man that likes it in the butt. Or they, yeah. This could be somebody who wears stiletto heels. This could be a stripper. There could be a stripper involved here. Somebody who does sex work, because I'm seeing stiletto heels and the pointy tall ones, you know? The really pointy tall ones that the strippers wear in the 80s movies. This could be somebody who does sex work or strips. Maybe that's why they have their ass done. Maybe they're thinking about it. This person's trying to get their money up fast. That's why. Because they lost their job to meth. Or whatever the heck they were taking. Say it's gonna take a miracle. Crazy for you. Literally, this person's crazy for you. Like, this person's really not mentally well. This person feels like they're never gonna get over you, and you know what they do best? They run. They don't sit down and heal, and they're gonna get worse. I think this is a situation where someone needs to reach rock bottom and people need to turn their back on them for this person to change and realize the error of their ways and become healthier, honestly. You cannot help this person at this stage they're at. This person has a parent, right? That, like I said earlier, that they like either look up to or they really listen to, or like everything needs to go through mom or dad. Like everything needs to be approved by them. That parent is not like, they're not going to defend them anymore. That, remember the mama's boy mom or whatever, whoever this is, that mom is not going to defend them anymore. This person might be getting into some serious legal situations and issues to do with money, or they might get caught with the sex work, or they might get caught buying meth. I'm getting more of the vibe that they're gonna get caught buying drugs, like a really hard drug, like crack, meth, heroin, ketamine. I heard, oh god, something interesting, and this parent's gonna find out and kick them out. If they live with their parents, if they don't live with their parents, this parent's gonna like block their number or disconnect them, because this person could have asked their parent, like borrowed lots of money from their parent, like a lot, and this parent could have a realization and be like, oh my god, like this whole time my child was asking me for money so that they could go out and buy meth. They didn't actually need like new shoes for school or like books. They needed to go buy meth. And then this person's gonna get really mad, this person's parent, and they're gonna like turn away from them and stop sending them money or stop helping them if this person's parent is still alive. And if this isn't like their parent, it could be like their family in general, like they're taken care of by like a family member or family members. Like they could have a big family or like a rich family, like a family name or a company, and that company like surrogate take over them, you know, like take care of them. They're not going to have any rule over that. This person also was expecting an inheritance because they were arrogant and they thought that they were responsible enough to receive this inheritance from this parent. And they're actually not. I think this parent already wasn't thinking about giving this person the inheritance. This parent also knows about this guy or girl's anger issues because they're their parent. And they wanted to avoid this, so they didn't tell this person that they were never going to get the inheritance. They lied. This parent lied to them. This parent lied and said, oh, you're going to get this inheritance when so and so passes away or when I pass away. You're going to get the family farm or the family company or family factory or the house, mansion, land, motherland. And when someone passes away, blah, 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 because you're the oldest. Maybe this person could be like the oldest in their family. And this person's really pompous or really like ignorant. And they think that they're very like, if they're not the oldest, they could just be over involved. Like they could just be the one that like talks the most to people. And but like they could still be fake or not actually like help out around the house. This person thinks like, or help out around the company if this is like a promotion. If this is a company, just switch the word inheritance for promotion, and you know, so and so parent is like manager. Um but like this person thought they were going to get this inheritance. They're like, I'm the most responsible, I'm the oldest one, I have seniority, blah blah blah, I do the most. They don't do the most. They don't do shit for anybody. They just talk at their job or whatever. Or they just talk to people. um the, they're gonna find out too late that they never got the inheritance, and or they're gonna find out when they get kicked out or kicked out of the family for their misuse of the finances. um like they're gonna find out right then and there that they're also not getting that inheritance, and then they're gonna like, sorry, I keep stuttering because it's getting the end of the message and I'm getting tired. This person could have acted bold like this, or could have like actually went out of their way to like damage things or like just act really reckless, even get into like multiple car accidents, or drive drunk, because this person could be kind of spoiled, or they could have expected the inheritance, kind of like, oh, I don't care if I fuck up this person's life, or if I cheat, steal, do this and that, because I'm getting inheritance anyways. I'm gonna be rich anyways. I'm getting the family company, or I'm getting the family farm. I'm getting rich anyways. This person was probably really cocky about that, but they're gonna find out when they get caught for their drug habit that their parents never actually planned or intended on giving them it, because they knew that this, or their mom or their dad, whoever they look up to, their grandma, never intended on this because they knew this person wasn't responsible, was never responsible, kind of throws tantrums like a baby, or like acts up, like screams a lot, not screams, they could like break things a lot, or like, yeah, like really make a scene when they're really angry, like in public, I mean, like not even in private, like in public they make a scene, like in front of people at the store. So these people are really reluctant to even talk to them about it, but they're gonna but now they're ready to let go of this person. Like, this person's very spoiled, they never really work a serious job or ever have work for themselves in their life, never had to pay rent, never had to buy their own food. I don't know, you could fill in the blanks, do their own laundry, cook for themselves. Now they're going to be forced to do that, and they're also not getting that inheritance, so that's like a big, yeah. This person's really angry about it too. They're going to be really mad about it because a lot of their personality was based on this, honestly. I feel like a lot of their asshole personality came from, I'm going to get an inheritance. I'm getting the inheritance. Literally. Or, I'm rich. My family's rich in this country. Ooh, this could be one of those people who say, my family's rich in my home country. My family's rich in Vietnam. My family's rich in Thailand. My family's rich in Mexico. My family's rich in France. My family's rich over there. And this could be somebody who like acts like an asshole over here because they don't give a shit, and then they like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna get an inheritance anyways, I'm not gonna be here that long, my family's rich over there, my family's rich in China, they send me money all the time, it's okay for me to be an asshole. And then look, now they're cut off. But a lot of their a lot of their I'm better than you, or a lot of their personality, like where that came from that. So I don't know if that's a confirmation for someone. I'm gonna stop this reading because this is getting too long, and I can only look at this candle for so long. um you guys are about to blow up with money. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of privacy for you. If you guys have been wanting like a private space to do your work, or a private space to finally like rest your head, I see you finally getting that, and I see you crying tears of joy. It could be related to that unexpected home situation in the beginning, or completely unrelated, like you might get an opportunity, or you might finally save up enough money to get a nice place like this really fast somehow. You might get an inheritance, a trust fund, or or you might get a really good promotion at your job, or some sort of unexpected bonus. Or somebody might even win the lottery if they play the lottery a lot. Not everybody, one person out there who's watching me, maybe one. Maybe who's someone who plays lottery watches tarot. So I I feel like they would. Um Yeah, I see you guys completely being left alone. There's only one speck in here, and everything else is water. So you guys are finally being left alone. You were being seen as the singular different one, and you were being picked on, and that made you an easy target. But now you're being seen. Now you're being. Now it's having the opposite effect. Your visibility is making people scared to mess with you or approach you now, or mess with your life anymore. You're too you're being seen by too many. I heard you're being seen by too many. Like, you get too much attention when you go outside, and now people are too scared to come and cross you. But you're about to make a lot of money. You're also going to stand in your power. I see some of you guys also having a baby soon. Might be a boy, I heard. Baby boy. If you guys could sing, your child is also going to be able to sing. Like, if you sing a lot, I feel like when you grow up, like, or sorry, when your child grows up, they're gonna sing. They're gonna be really good at singing. Because I see a little baby hand holding a mic. If you don't sing and you're a really good speaker or some sort of manager, I see your kid being like a miniature version of you, but like really loud, like really bossy. Or if you already have kids, and you probably already know your kid's bossy like you. Um, or this is saying something about kids. Like, if you do have a kid already, and like they maybe like at school, somebody, maybe if there's a teacher like giving you problems about your kid being like too outspoken, like let's say your kid comes home and they got in trouble and you're like, why? And they tell you, oh, it's because I said this back to the teacher and it sounds like something you would say, and you don't get mad. I feel like this is saying this is saying like your kid is just a lot like you. I feel like you might see yourself in your kid like when they get in trouble, and I feel like they're saying like, don't, I don't know if this is bad for me to say because I'm just a young dude. I don't have kids myself. I shouldn't even be, maybe don't follow this, but I'm seeing them say like, don't listen to the teacher if it has to do with their behavior. Like if it's not disruptive to other people and they're just like, this is a kid who just likes to sing or likes to dance or likes to talk, you know. I'm saying like you should encourage it more. This is saying you should encourage it. Maybe put this kid in classes. Maybe put this kid in like youth groups or clubs where there's like other kids where they could play instruments, or they could like learn how to speak more to other people, like, or find other leadership kids or something like that, or like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, something like that. They're saying like put them in some sort of leadership program that would be very useful for your kid. Encourage that. Encourage them. Don't encourage the whatever the heck that was. Because if it's not disrupting the other kids, then I don't think that's a freaking issue, in my opinion. And if you don't have kids, this is about you. This is about you. Maybe when you were a kid, you could have had really controlling parents or strict parents or something like that, or just people around you who are really conformist. And maybe some of these conformist type of conditions are still a little bit stuck on you, and this is saying like, let that go. You might come across some people who want to bring you down and might want to weakly try to like take you down a peg and say, oh, your singing isn't that good, or oh, aren't you a little bit crazy, or isn't that color a little bit too neon to wear today, isn't that outfit a little bit much, isn't that a little bit too much black, isn't that a little bit too much this, isn't that like they're just trying to tone you down from being yourself, and just, you know. And this is saying just, you need to allow your inner child to just sing, to scream, to yell, to talk, to be yourself, to wear the things you want to wear, express yourself fully. It'll be very healing for you. Don't think about the people in the past who said that you were a weirdo, or the people nowadays, because it's usually out of jealousy, usually out of like, you know, people being really sad in their own lives and not being able to achieve their own aspirations due to fear. Um, and that's not your problem. So, yeah, I see you guys peacocking unintentionally also due to your money situation. I feel like maybe you might buy things you actually really want to wear or want to have, like equipment, machinery for your job that you really like, or I don't know, things that you consider toys. I heard someone here likes crocheting. Maybe you buy like a lot of yarn, a lot of fancy yarns, you know, or sewing. Someone's getting like bolts of fabric with this money to achieve whatever this passion project is. Um, Whatever this is that people, or whatever using your voice is. People are like, don't do it, do it. People are like, don't do it, do it. Especially if you're singing. If you're a singer, go for it. Go for it. You just might find the right audience. Put yourself on YouTube. Put yourself on TikTok or something. That's what they're saying. There's no, like, I mean, they're saying like, what could go wrong putting yourself out there other than nothing happening, because nothing's happening now, right? You like to wear dresses, Remy? That's okay. Do you? Do, follow your passion, whatever it is, you know. You know, the dude versions, I don't know what the masculine versions would be like. Maybe, you know, as a man you want to be yeah, you want to wear a dress, you want to, you want to do, maybe you want to do a job that's different from your dad or your mom, like your dad is a mechanic or your dad is a construction work carpenter, whatever. and and you're a man and you want to be a writer, or you want to be um a dancer, or you want to do something different, you want to be a sculptor, you want to work in tiles, you want to work in what do you call it? Masonry. You want to work in masonry, and he wants to work with wood, and you're like, no, I want to work in brick. I want to work with stone. I want to carve things, and I want to put things down, and this, like, maybe you guys don't want to do the same job. Like, I want to paint. I want to be a painter, and he's like, no, you need to do. Or maybe not everybody. I don't know why I'm getting like Kung Fu Panda vibes. I'm getting like Kung Fu Panda vibes. You know how like Po wants to be a dragon warrior, and his dad owns the noodle shop, and he's like, Po, what are you doing? You need to serve noodle. I did that voice way too good. I did that voice way too good. Sorry. I freaking love Kung Fu Panda. What are you doing? You need to serve noodle. You need to serve noodle. He's like, I need to do I'm getting this vibe. Like, you guys are going for what you're going for what you actually are, you know, what you're here to do. And I think people are going to keep trying to talk, but I think it's just getting weaker and weaker, and they're not able to dissuade you anymore. It's becoming apparent to other people that don't understand you that you know what you're doing. And it seems like the only people that don't understand what you're doing are them. And they do not know what your next move is. These people don't understand why you make your moves. They don't understand your logic, and they will never be able to catch up. And I feel like some of you guys do this by design. I'm seeing like a really high-end designer with like the designs for next season, not even next season, locked up in a briefcase, and you're walking down the hallway to the fashion committee in France, because there is a real fashion committee over there that makes fashion law. You're going down there with your croquis, your designs, your what do you call it? Your patterns, your fabric samples, your moods, all of this locked away. And people are like, I wonder what Versace is doing next. I wonder what Gucci is going to be doing next. I wonder what's coming out of Louis Vuitton. I know that something's going to be different this year. They hinted at it. I wonder what so-and-so is doing with their designs. It's kind of giving me that vibe. What is Chanel doing? And you're just carrying and everything. I'm sorry, those brands aren't really like super relevant as much these days. They still are. They're like classic, but those were like the big ones I could think of, sorry, that are really common. Dior. You know, people are like, what is Dior doing next year? And you're just not letting anyone see into that briefcase. And no one knows when you walk in with it. No one knows when you walk in with your work. No one knows what time you do. Like, people cannot keep up with you. Every time you come out the house, you could be the kind of person who has like a completely different outfit to the point where people don't recognize you. Like, you could do like business some days, casual some days, party some days. People are like, who are those 3 bad girls coming out of the same house? It's you. Hello, Hannah Montana. Like, you could be somebody who has 3 different wigs. You could be somebody who wears wigs. Edna vibes. Yeah. Oh my God, Edna, all down here with the. I can't do her voice right now. I wish I could do her voice right now. I can't. I would. But yeah, you're like Edna. Very top secret. Very top secret. People really want to know what's going on in your mind, in your genius mind. I heard. They're not going to be able to, and I feel like this is making you more valuable in whatever work arena, especially, or career arena you're trying to get in. Maybe even love, even romance. If you guys are trying to, I don't know, get out there in the romance world, I feel like it's making you more appealing that people don't understand your next move. I think it makes you more exciting. It puts you above the rest. Like, your personality is just so people unpredictable. If it's career-wise, same thing. People don't know what to expect from your work, but they like it. And it's like, it's also making me think of like Miley Cyrus's album. I don't know if it was like her latest album where she did like that whole like pop, interesting 80s pop synth thingy that she did. That was cool. That was a good album. That was cool. I didn't expect that, but it's giving me like Miley Cyrus vibes. Maybe someone here's a Sag. It's like every time you come out with the work, it's different, but it's still good. It still tastes good. It tastes like the last cake you made, but just different. And no one ever gets bored of you. Like no one ever gets bored of your work, your career, or whatever product you make. Like if you make, I heard someone here has a makeup line. If you have makeup, like maybe your palettes are all like, they're always different. They're never like the same packaging. It's like different packaging, different colors. The colors are not just thrown together. You actually research. I don't know who works in cosmetics who's watching me right now, but shout out. Or maybe you guys have nail companies. You make the nail, you pre-make the nails, and every time you come out with them, they're really fire. Like something really fire about what you do, and it's different every time. Never get tired of it. You're like everybody's favorite food, except you never get tired of that favorite food. I mean, you never get tired of favorite food in general. That's why it's your favorite food. But like your work is like a lot of people's favorite, if that makes sense. Like I could eat sushi every day. That's you. Like you're like their sushi. Like every day someone can just deal with your shit, deal with your energy, deal with your work. They love it that much. You're very valuable. And I think this is putting you above the rest. And I don't think you're doing this intentionally. You just love what you do and you do what you love. And that's awesome. And I feel like you should expect to see a lot of advances in your career, recognition especially, like if you're applying around, because of this. They're also saying to be more yourself, just completely be yourself, like completely do not hold back. Trust that you've learned all the lessons to be the best version of yourself, to present yourself out there like this. I'm sorry if those words don't make sense. Yes. So yes, basically all they're saying, finishing words, use your voice, raise your voice. Maybe somebody here's a Taurus, because Raise Your Voice is a Hillary Duff movie, and Hillary Duff is a Taurus. That movie's funny. That movie's unintentionally funny. It's kind of corny. Again, singing. Somebody here's a singer, because Raise Your Voice is about a girl who goes to Princeton to become a singer, or Juilliard. Was it Juilliard? No, she was going to go to. No, that's the wrong movie. That was Cinderella Story. Why does Hillary Duff always play a college girl who goes to an Ivy League school? Oh my God, sorry. No, Juilliard, right? Or one of those fancy music schools. I don't even think it was Juilliard. Maybe they were trying to copy Juilliard. Maybe a really prestigious like company or school is going to actually like look at your work in the future. Like you might actually really impact the industry you're in right now. Like you might actually make a huge change. I'm getting so many downloads. I'm also seeing like if somebody here is a barber, if somebody here cuts hair, you might invent like a new way or a new kind of razor in the future from your style of cutting, and they're gonna name it after you. I don't know who needs, like if your name is Shelly and you cut hair with your fingers and your scissors a certain way, and then you invent like a new kind of scissors because you hold them a certain way, they're gonna call them the Shelly scissors, basically. I don't know who that's for. That could resonate for one person or a few, I don't know. That like there's gonna be you're gonna like have a name, like you're gonna name, like you're gonna own this technique so much, or whatever this is, this style of work you've made, that it's going to be named after you damn near. Or if it's not, people are going to look at it and they're going to see you as the originator. Like, you know how people see Apple and then they think of Steve Jobs, even though he wasn't like the only originator? That's like you're going to be like that, like the Steve Jobs of Apple. Like your name is going to be like very, like, I don't know how important, but I heard important. Like it's going to, your name is going to no longer be a name. It's going to be used as a noun. Almost like my name is Bird. Why don't you go bird that? I don't know. Wow, that was very bird of you. Like, I don't know. Or your name is Rebecca. That was very, that was so Rebecca. That is so Rebecca. Like, like Kobe. Thank you, KJ. Like Kobe. Exactly. Kobe Bryant. You're going to be like a Kobe Bryant. You know when people throw the little paper ball into the waste bin? Kobe! Same shit. People are going to do shit like you, and they're going to start yelling your name while doing it. And it's going to be like an inside joke, but it's like because you're like so well known in it. That's like, yeah, like, I don't know. That's kind of interesting, right? someone cuts hair a certain way and they say it's like you, it's like you're gonna be getting spiritual royalty and spiritual acknowledgement and good karma from this, like never ending, because of your contribution to the world with this invention or with this new way of doing things, ideas, or with your essence in general, your healing energy. So that's really dope. I'm gonna log off now because it's 2 hours again, like I always do. I don't know why I always hit 2 hours with you guys. I just love talking to you guys so much. I don't have anyone else to talk to. Um, but this is gonna be the end of your reading. I hope you liked that and that it resonated for you. If it did, feel free to like this and also let me know. I always love to hear the tea. I'll try to get back to your emails. I haven't been on my emails in a while because I've just been really putting up with a lot of stuff out here, but I'm gonna get back to you guys really soon. Thank you so much for reaching out. If you guys felt called to donate, I am living off the alms of the universe. There's a little cash tag in the description. If you'd hit that up, much appreciated. Thank you for passing on that good dharma. My PayPal is still disabled. It's on the way. And then I also have a Google Pay. And you guys could check out all the information about where you could do that on my channels about. Also, I have openings for personal readings still. So if you guys were into getting a personal video from me, all nice and private about whatever situation you'd like me to look into, you can go ahead and email me at jungleintuitive@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Black Mamba. Thank you. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, Remy. I'm still trying to figure out how to get my live to do super chats. I think I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, like email someone or like look it up, but that's also super chats are coming soon, guys, so I'm sorry for the inconvenience. You guys can't like tip me right away like this. But thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys all being here. And I'll see you next time. I will try to come on either tomorrow or the day after, to be announced as usual. We're going to see how the energy levels are and the conditions are. Oh, I'd love to go, Remy. Oh my God, I'd love to meet Stamp. Woo! Or Supergirl. There's amazing. I've always wanted to go to a one fight. I've always wanted to go to a one fight, low key. We'll go see Stamp at 1. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed night. And till next time, peace.